What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? Crevonte here with a report that I'm not really caring for. A commander report. Yes, there's an update, guys. For those of you that have been living under a rock, the Commanders have made a move. Welcome to another In Between the Zone episode. This time it's me, the voice of reason, captain of the goofy ship, and then many other things that Byron says. And my and me being the lone Washington fan, I had to do it. I have to do it. The Commanders have not been the Commanders for long, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Yo, Raj, what up? Tiffany, what up, baby? I'm not thrilled. Nope. Not thrilled at all. Because my football team did something. Did something very, very goofy. So, for those of you that have been on the rock, looking for my band. Where's my banner? Here you go, right here. Carson Wentz. To the goddamn Commanders. Carson Wentz. To the goddamn Commanders. Initial thoughts? I don't like it. Initial thoughts, I do not like it. And I may have a special guest. Salute to those Commanders. No, we're not doing this. I should have a special guest coming on soon. Hopefully he can make it on. But Carson Wentz. Now, let's go over a couple of things. Let's see what happened. Is that he got the Birdman hands? I see you in the green room, baby. I was just about to go in.
Yeah. What's going on, good people?
Oh, snap. Come on. There you go.
What's going on?
It's going, brother. It is going. That's about it.
Man.
I was actually just about to break down the trade that went down.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and talk about it.
Guys, welcome. My good friend Tristan, brother, family friend, all that good stuff of the show, fellow Morganite.
Yes, sir.
It's not many people I could talk to about these things, man. So I'm glad you can make yourself available.
Yes, sir. It's always a pleasure.
So welcome again, Tristan. I mean, it's not even welcome no more. It's more of a just come in, sit down, grab a soda, grab a beer, grab a water.
Plate, you know what I'm saying?
You know, you're not a guest anymore. Needless to say.
There you go.
But breaking down the Carson Wentz trade, it seems as though I've almost called them the football team. The Commanders and the Colts swapped second round picks. And the Commanders sent over 2 third-round picks, and with one of them having the possibility of being a second-round pick if Carson Wentz plays 70% of the offensive snaps. And the Commanders also take on the full contract of Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything, Tristan?
The only thing you missed was the sound of me cussing from the distance.
So it wasn't just me.
That's the only thing you missed, man. I
What are your initial? Hey, oh, we got people in here. Hold up. I'm gonna start putting these things up. Hold
Okay,
on. I'm sorry, people. I'm still in my head because the commanders do things like this to me.
What's up, people? I see people saying what's up, what's going on. Listen, when the news broke, right? So I was at work. Everybody knows that I'm a hey, what's going on? Everybody knows that I can't say the name, Washington Commanders. Everybody knows that I'm a Washington fan. I think that's
right.
That's better. I can say that. So when it broke, everybody was like, "Yo, Carson Wentz, man!" Like Carson Wentz. So yeah, some people that were saying like, oh, you should be happy. Like, Carson Wentz is probably like the best QB that y'all got. He's better than everybody else on the roster with, Heineke, Kyle Allen, whatever, whoa. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, man, yeah, but did we not watch what he did with the Colts this past season? And so, so I let the day go and I said, okay, I'm gonna process it some more. I'm gonna take a gander. I'm gonna process it some more. I'm gonna let me look, and I'm telling you, we were texting about it earlier. I'm like, I'm still not happy with it. And here's the problem that I have now. For all the people that are talking about the whole thing with, well, Carson Wentz is better than anybody on your roster. Okay, yeah, physically he has the tools. I'll give you that. I can agree with that. I can say, okay, I agree with that. Here's the problem that I have with Carson Wentz, and here's the thing that makes me give cause to pass. There's several reasons. One, we didn't have to trade for him because the Colts were going to cut him. We just didn't have to do that. We didn't. I'm glad we didn't give up anything higher than a third round, but we didn't have to give up anything at all because he was going to get cut. Two, let's look at all. When you see a girl that's like real fine, like she's just walking past you, like, dang, she bad.
Yeah.
But you don't pay attention to any of the red flags that's taking place. And then you notice the red flags, but you still ignore them anyway because they look better than whatever you dealt with before. That's really what's happened.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Everyone is saying like, oh, but Carson Wentz, that's the best y'all have had since whoever's been at the QB position. But I'm like, okay, let's look at the red flags though. Everybody keeps hanging on to this 2017 season. We are now in 2022. This was 5 years ago. Okay, 5 years ago that he played any kind of football that made him warrant of the second overall pick of the 2016 draft. Okay, that's it. Okay, we ain't seen it since then. The offensive coordinator that made him have the almost MVP like season back in said 2017 was the head coach for the Indianapolis Colts, and he didn't want to keep him. Frank Reich was the offense coordinator. He couldn't even make him become who he was before, and that's him. He created that. Okay. Now, when you look at the Colts and look how they're constructed, it's still left to be desired. I like Michael Pittman Jr. There's still some more improvements that they could do with the wide receiver core. That's cool. But you had the leading rusher in the league last year, which means you didn't have to win the games. You didn't have to be all world. You literally had to steer the ship. The games that mattered are the games where Carson Wentz shrunk the most. Okay? We could talk about the Tennessee Titans game, where he played horrible. He threw an interception like on the 1 yard line. On the 1 yard line, he threw an interception. We could talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars game because that's the one everybody remembers, because that one gave them the opportunity to go and get into the playoffs. This is the same squad that was able to get into the playoffs with Phillip Rivers. And I'm not saying like Carson Wentz is Phillip Rivers or is in Phillip Rivers' league, but Phillip Rivers definitely was at the tail end of his career and was able to get this same squad constructed to the playoffs. You bring in Carson Wentz, who's younger, who's supposedly supposed to have a bigger arm, can make bigger plays, paired him with the coach that he had when he was at his best, and they couldn't make the playoffs with the same squad. So, what are you trying to tell me as far as me being optimistic about Carson Wentz coming to Washington? The only way this works for me, and I know we're going to like dip into it a little bit, the only way that it works for me is if you're saying we're going to take him for right now, but we're still going to draft one of these rookie QBs to sit there and learn. The only way you're going to convince me otherwise. Because what I'm afraid of is we're looking at next year QB draft class. We're never good enough to be in the position to grab one of these guys, but we're never bad enough to be in position to grab one of these guys, but we're never good enough to not have to draft any of these guys. We're always in that little mid purgatory. And then here as a fan, as a Washington football fan, whether it's the Redskins, Commanders, Washington football team, whatever, as a Washington football fan, aren't we tired, y'all? Aren't we tired of always being at mid when it comes to QBs? Aren't we tired of the mid? Do we not remember what it felt like when RG3 was doing his thing in 2012? Do we still hold on to that feeling of 2012? We still hold on to that feeling. Are we not tired of all these mids? Are we not tired of these mids? I'm talking Rex Grossman, John Beck, Donovan McNabb past his prime, Jason Campbell, okay, Kirk Cousins, okay, Patrick Ramsey. I mean, we could go down this list. Aren't we tired? Aren't we tired of having these QBs that are just mid, ain't up here? Some of them ain't down here, but they just right here. They just mediocre, middle of the pack. We're not tired. I am. I would love to be able to hang my hat. I'd love to buy a jersey of a quarterback on my team that I know is going to be there for a decade. I love it. Me personally. That's why I don't buy the jerseys. Everybody like, you don't got no jersey? No, I don't know how long they're going to last.
Why the hell would I do that?
I don't know how long they're going to last. Why would I do that? That's why I'm wasting money. I'm wasting my hard-earned money on somebody that's going to maybe be there for a year or two. Why would I do that? Aren't we tired? I am. I would love it. I would love to say, like, this is our guy. Everybody in the NFL seems to be getting their guy. Chargers got Justin Herbert. Bengals got Joe Burrow. Baltimore's got Lamar Jackson. You know, Bills got Josh Allen. Everybody's getting that guy. When is our guy going to come? When is he going to show? We thought it was RG3. Look what happened. When is our guy going to show? That's so, you know, Mark Brunell. Thank you, Mark. Mark Brunell. We mid when it comes to QB. All these years, people be laughing at the Cleveland Browns and their QB woes. We're right there with them in the QB carousel. We are right there with the same problem at the quarterback position. Right there. So, I mean, the amount of quarterbacks we got, you can establish a whole other team. That's how bad it is.
What if our guy is not born yet?
I think I said it when we did the Carson Wentz trade. I think I said it. I don't know if I tweeted or something. I said, man, I just pray that the Lord graces me with enough life that I could see this team with a franchise QB. I work in television. When Joe Burrow and them was going to the Super Bowl, they were showing video clips of these old men that were Bengals fans since like the 70s. And they're old men just shedding tears because their Bengals team is in the Super Bowl. Maybe that's us. Maybe we're going to be those people that's going to be on the video clips shedding tears in our old age while our kids like, oh, look, Dad, we're finally there. We're finally in the Super Bowl. Maybe that's going to be us. And I'll take that. Maybe I got to be patient. Maybe I got to wait. My dad got to see a Super Bowl out of Washington, and I was still sipping on Similac. Maybe it's my turn to be the old man, and my daughter will be of age when she sees it. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe we'll see. You know,
Mark is terrible. Mark is terrible. I just want everybody to know Mark is terrible. Well, Mark is terrible.
I mean, we already got we got the name change, so it's possible. You know, black people might get reparations before we get a franchise QB. I mean, you know, and here's my thing, because everybody's like, "Oh, you're so this, you're so that." Prove me wrong.
That's me.
But prove me wrong. I got no problem. I got no problem. You prove me wrong. I ain't got no issue. I ain't got no beef. I'll be like Shannon Sharp talking. So walking to him wins. I'll cheer this man's name. Walking to him wins. I'll cheer his name. Prove me wrong though, because right now all the statistics that you're telling me, I don't want to hear it. Everybody, well, he threw 27 touchdown passes to 7 interceptions. Okay, but according to the deep end of the stats, his QBR, he was 27th in the league. I mean, what you trying to tell me?
Mid.
What you trying to tell me? Mid. I don't want mid. I'm tired of mid. I want a guy that's a talent. I want a generational talent at the helm.
Nah, so, say it, Tristan. You want premium gas? Say it.
I want my premium gas. I don't want the 89. I don't want the 89.
You want the 93, baby.
I want the
93. Not right now, but
what? Right, yeah.
Not going on in the world, but
yes, it's a little costly.
You want premium tier talent at the quarterback position, and I feel like at this point, it's too much to ask. At this point, like one of my good friends, because I was just like you, I was like, I don't like it. He was like, well, he threw for such and such, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks, 3,500 yards. I'm like, yo, I'm not a numbers guy. I'm an eye test guy. You understand? What do you do in the game? Because the stats can tell a different story.
It can.
I always say, men lie, women lie, numbers tell half truths.
There you go.
That's it, bro.
That's it.
Because looking at it, it's like, oh yeah, it looked like he had a pretty good year. No, did you see the last 2 games of the season? The last 2. He'd have won either one, they'd have been in the playoffs.
I think what people are not sticking with enough is the fact that y'all keep talking about when he played in 2017. The coach that coached him that year was the head coach for the Colts and did not want him.
It don't get no better.
I don't know what more you want. Frank Wright is not a defensive coach. He is an offensive mind. Frank Wright played quarterback in the NFL. He's arguably one of the greatest backup QBs in the history of the league. Y'all remember with the Buffalo Bills what he did when Jim Kelly went down. And he couldn't fix him. That should tell you something. I just, then what killed me was today we get the news about DeShaun Watson. I'm like, so we couldn't wait a day.
I flip everything. Flip all the tables over. Anything that's not nailed to the ground, flip it. I am sick about it, man. I am sick about it.
We couldn't wait a day. Because if you want to, if you want to come to me and you telling me that you're trying to trade 4 first-round picks, and you telling me it's because you want to get DeShaun Watson, by all means.
I'm cool with that.
What do I need to do? Do I need to give up something for myself? What do I need to do to get DeShaun Watson to come to Washington?
Guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to listen to me and Tristan try to figure this out and try to make it make sense. And I think we're not doing the best job right now, but we're getting our thoughts out. This is like a therapy session.
I'm really just venting. Guys, listen.
We're venting. Yeah, you're right.
I really got nothing for y'all. I don't know what to tell you. I normally could try to find a silver lining in this situation. I can't find it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The man, there's stuff coming out talking about the whole leadership issue again. I don't know what to tell you. So we got a guy that doesn't have good leadership. It makes bad decisions at the position. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna just hope and pray. I'm just, we're just gonna see what they do in the draft. I like the kid Ritter. I mean, because that's the only way I can swallow it, where I could be like, okay, you got a veteran QB. You liked one of these QBs in this draft class, and you want to sit them because they're not ready. They are not day one ready. Sit them for a year. Let Scott Turner, utilize them and mold them and all so forth. Okay. I could work with that. That's the only way that's gonna make sense to me. It's the only way that's gonna make sense to me.
I'm over here trying to find the silver lining, right? I came up with two things. I got two, right? And we're still on Carson Wentz being traded from the Indianapolis Colts to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, still trying to get it together.
So I wrote down two things. I have he is a starting quarterback. We haven't had one of these in quite some time.
I will agree with that.
Just I'm reaching. I have to reach for something because
I will say that. I will say that.
So he has experience in this league. And also with that 11th overall pick, we could go elsewhere. Like that, and that's it. That's all I got. Like that's the only positive I see, because we took the full contract. We gave up 2 third-round picks, and we was like, y'all ain't got to pay the rest of it. We got it. The rest of it, the whole thing.
Now we got to shuffle money elsewhere to make room for anything else that we want to do in the offseason as far as free agency is concerned. Bobby Wagner is sitting out there, and we don't have a middle linebacker.
Perfect.
We don't have a middle linebacker. Jamin Davis here. They already said they're going to move Jamin Davis to the outside. So we need a middle linebacker. We need a middle linebacker. And Bobby Wagner is right there. And then then you got people that got the nerve to be like, oh wow, Bobby Wagner. I mean, he's 31 years old. He's played in the league for 10 years. And what more can he do? He's long in the tooth. You want to know another old linebacker that Washington had that was long in the tooth when he came over? London Fletcher. Because we ain't had a middle linebacker since him.
And he was long in the tooth and getting it done.
Pro Bowls, leading the league in tackles, all post 31, all post age 31. I don't know, man. I'm sorry, guys. Normally me and Crevonte, we normally get you or something, but we don't know. We're lost. At this point, we don't know what they're doing. We don't know what they're doing.
I want to get one more thing from you, because I know you gotta get up out of here soon.
Yes.
So we obviously we don't like what's going on, right? What is the state? What is the state of the Commanders?
Honestly, it's unknown until we see what they do in the draft. It's unknown till we see what's going on in the draft. Like, because the team, this is the first time in a long time where I look at the team and I say, oh, you know what? This team is actually very talented. It's not lack of talent of why we struggled last season. That was youth, and we just didn't have a quarterback at the helm. No shade to Heineke. We just didn't have a quarterback that can play the position to maximize the talent that we got. That's all. But this is a very talented roster. But that quarterback position is going to be key for everything. So it really, we we don't know what it looks like until we see what they do with the draft. We really don't. I can't give you a clear picture because it can go one or two ways. They can either do something with the 11th pick and then draft a QB in the because you're going to get some of these QBs in the second round. They're going to be there. You could do that. So you could do something with it at 11 for another position or draft capital, whatever. Go get a QB in the second round and then fill out the rest of the roster. Maybe get another wide receiver. Maybe get one of these offensive linemen. Maybe we could find a middle linebacker, a diamond in the rough middle linebacker. This is a great class for defensive players. So, it could shape out. Or they can be very careless and very conservative. And then, so now we're going to be in that mid-tier purgatory again. So it just really depends on the draft. Some of these teams from right now, from jump, you can see where they're at, and you're like, okay, this team is going to do really well. This team is going to do really poorly. Washington is the only one for me that is like really has a question mark because I don't know. I just don't know. It could go either way. It really could go either way. It could be a very good season. It could be a very bad season, depending on what they do with this draft. After saying that Carson Wentz was going to be the guy.
Okay, so real quick, my thoughts. I 100% agree. I think since we quote unquote have the quarterback position settled at least for this year, we gotta get some weapons around this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. I mean, we can always add another receiver. Logan Thomas is going to come back. The tight end the rookie tight end that we had last year was good. So that's a nice little dual combination right there. We'll hope that Curtis Samuel is healthy. He's a very great weapon when healthy. Hopefully he doesn't pull a Paul Richardson on us. So we'll see how that goes. We already got Scary Terry. I think they're going to give Cam Sims more burn, which he deserves. I don't know why we were
He should
slow on that. Our offensive line is going to be healthy. Our offensive line is still like top 7, even with Brandon Sheriff out the door. Still like a top 7 offensive line. So offensive line is going to be healthy. They got to make sure that they re-sign J.D. McKissick. We got Antonio Gibson. So I mean, it looks good. It looks encouraging. I just don't know what you're going to get out of Carson. Because we haven't seen 2017 Carson. If you told me that's what we were getting with 2017 Carson Wentz, I'd be talking all trash right now.
Oh yeah. Oh word. Yeah.
I'd be talking big trash.
For sure.
But we can't say that's what we're getting.
All right, man. Well, one last thing before you go. DeShaun Watson.
Happy for him.
Whew.
Happy for him. He dodged the bullet. And I know there's a lot of women that are watching. Listen, I want to make sure I'm very clear. I'm a man of faith. We always say the only person that knows the truth is you and God. So I don't know what's the truth, what's not the truth, or whatever. If all the stuff that was coming out was true of what allegedly was talked about with him, he should be put underneath the jail. I want to make sure I'm very, very clear about that. I'm married. I have a daughter, so I wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of my girl. So if this stuff was true, he should be under the jail. As far as we're concerned now, by the court of law, criminally, he's basically made innocent. Criminally, still got the civil lawsuit cases out there, but he dodged a big bullet, and now the sweepstakes begins for DeShaun Watson. As far as what NFL team's going to wait, I wish, and that part of me wish Washington just waited to see. So because God forbid, worst case scenario, this man comes and joins Philadelphia. Worst case scenario. And they have the capital to do it. They got the cap space and they got the draft capital to make a very, very compelling offer to the the Houston Texans for DeShaun Watson services.
Boy, oh boy. Couldn't have said it better myself. And I would be sick to my stomach if he comes out division.
I'm not even watching. I'm just not even watching.
To my stomach.
Oh, I'm just not even gonna watch.
Sick to my stomach.
I'm gonna watch the Ravens. That's what I'm gonna do. I promise you.
Oh Yes, but it was a it was a good day, especially for him because losing your job for a year ain't no joke, is it?
No joke. It's no joke.
But I'm glad things have worked out for him, and looks like he'll be playing some football come this year. Or well, the NFL may have something to say about it. But
I still think he'll get the 6 games. I do.
yes, that's still very much happening.
Yeah. But I mean, anybody will eat that if they know they're going to have him for like the next decade.
Absolutely.
So,
Tristan, my man, thank you for coming on the vent. My guy. I know you gotta get ready to go because you're a busy man. I just want to say thank you again, and we will be venting more soon. I'm sure of it.
oh, absolutely. For all those that are watching, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the Flex Zone. These are my brothers, his family. So appreciate y'all showing them love constantly. Like it's all love here. They do a excellent, phenomenal job. Be sure to follow them on YouTube and all that, all the social medias. They do a phenomenal job. If you want to hear more of me ranting about the Washington football team as well as the other stuff, just hop on over to Rolling with Ramos. I'm literally about to, as soon as I get off here, signing in. Rolling with Ramos. You can find we're going to be on Facebook Live. Just search Rolling with Ramos. We're going to be on Twitter. Just search Rolling with Ramos. We'll be live on Twitter as well. So just look out for that. Mikkel's waiting on me as we speak. So we're going to be talking about that and some other stuff. As far as let me see let me just say this real quick because they said where does Watson go? My prediction is that the Carolina Panthers land DeShaun Watson. That's my prediction.
My prediction is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Super Bowl instantly if he goes to Tampa.
My gosh. But yeah, anything else you want to promote before you get up out of here, Tristan?
Definitely check out we talked about this earlier this week as well. So definitely check out my other podcast, Just a Fan Podcast. Just a Fan Podcast. We're on all social medias. You can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out anywhere that you're listening to your podcast, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, we're there too. We just had an episode on Tuesday. We air every Tuesday. Just a Fan Podcast. That one's strictly NFL football, college football, NFL, strictly football podcast. Rolling with Ramos, which is what I'm doing today. Yep. That is overall sports. So we're gonna be talking about LeBron James today. We're gonna be talking about the Washington football team. We're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna talk about Russell Wilson. We're covering everything today. So that is happening in the next couple minutes. So definitely tune in for that.
You see that, Tristan?
Oh yeah, hey man, I told y'all anytime we could do Washington specials during the season. I feel I'm more than happy to come in and hop on and have that conversation. Absolutely.
My man. Tristan, thank you again, good brother, and we will be talking soon.
For sure, bro.
My guy.
All right. Deuces.
Peace. My guy, Tristan. Guys, I'm just confused. I don't know why I almost said the Redskins. I don't know why the Commanders jumped the gun. I don't know why they panicked. I don't know why they did any of this. Because now you gave up so much capital that you didn't have to give up. I barely thought he was worth 1 third-round pick, but you gave up 2. I mean, you gave up 2 third-round picks and swapped the second one. I hope it works out. I really do. I just want to hit one more thing before I head up out of here. Talk about the state of the Colts real quick. They don't have a quarterback right now, but they pulled a fast one on the Commanders. You can tell the difference in the front offices, which one is stronger. And it's by far the Colts. Yeah, they've been doing it a lot longer than the Commanders staff has, and it showed. They pulled a lot out of the Commanders. I mean, just from the draft picks all the way down to taking on the full contract. Now, why in the hell would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? But now he eats up most of the cap, and now we're only a little bit on top of the cap. Probably not even enough to get anybody else. But the Colts will probably get their guy pretty soon. I'm thinking Jimmy G, maybe. But I see I'm gonna have to do this more often this year. And I'm gonna need you guys' help to get me through this. Because I don't know. I feel like I deserve better. I deserve better, right? Right? I don't know. But that's just about it. I'll say one more thing before I go. The DeShaun Watson situation. I echo Tristan's thoughts and all that. And it was a really good day. It was a good day for DeShaun Watson because the chips were stacked against him. And you know how the court systems treat our black men. And he was able to come out of that unscathed. He still has to deal with his civil suits. But as far as criminal, he definitely dodged the bullet. And I'm definitely happy for him. And I wish the Washington Commanders would have been a little bit more patient. We had 3 first-round picks to give away. And I feel like that's the going price. I believe that's still the going price for DeShaun Watson. Could have made an offer, but it's whatever. That's all I got. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, check out our content that we've been doing throughout the week. From Andre, Byron, Raj. We're pumping out a lot of content right now. We're starting to pump out more during the week, so check it out. Click that, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when new videos come up. Comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And don't forget, Monday evenings, the Flex Zone, 10 p.m. You don't want to miss it because that's when we all come together. See, during the week, we're here and there. We're just here and there. Sometimes it's 2 of us, sometimes it's 1 of us. But on Mondays, you get all of us. And we give you sports how you like it when you need it. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm pretty much out of here. But Goofy! Goofy! All right. I'm out for real this time. Thanks, guys. Peace.